Let's take a look at Xlookup. Xlookup is what a superhero lookup function. It's a modern, powerful, and flexible way to find things in a table. It can look left, right, up, or down, and it's much easier to use than its older cousin, VLOOKUP. So when we look at the syntax, we can do this right here, Xlookup. And what it does, it creates a lookup value, the item you're searching for. That's the first part of the formula. Pretty cool, right? Then you have your lookup array. This is a row or column where you're searching. So you're going to be searching for something. Then you have your return array, the row or column containing the result you want back. So here you can see if it's not found, these are some optional things you can do. What to return if no match is found. And finally, that's what it is. So let's take a look at the example here of it just spinning to see what you could get. So we look up through these values, it calculates and it pulls out marketing from there. So if we take a look on a spreadsheet, we see E2, which is over here. That's kind of what the lookup value is. So we're looking up ID 003. We're going to be looking that up in this column right here, A2 to A5. So it's going to go through and look up that ID value. And then finally, it's going to output the department table within the C2 and C5. So once that's brought through, we'll get the answer of, what is it, guys? Marketing. So it's going to go through, look it up, and finally we get marketing right there. So let's take a look at a deeper explanation. So here we can see that we have the Xlookup, and it prepares to search for a value. It sees we're looking for the value in E2, which is IDT 03. It then goes through and it scans the lookup range A2 to A5 to find a match for ID 003. It finds it in the third position. Now it goes to the third position in the return range, C2 to C5, to get the corresponding value. The value is marketing, and that's our result. So let's just test your knowledge real quick to make sure you understand these. I'm not sure if I'll get it right, but we'll see. You have a table of employees with their name in column B and their employee ID in column A. You need to find employee ID using their name. Which of these can XLOOKUP do easily, but VLOOK cannot? Look up a value from the first column in a table, search for a value vertically, find an exact match, return a value from a column to the left. I believe that's it. That is correct. So it can't return a value from the left. So this is why you'd probably want to use XLOOKUP now instead of VLOOKUP in most situations. So as you can see, we have a very good thing here. It goes through, looks for that value, and then spits out a nice value like marketing. Leave a like on this video if you found it helpful. It really does help. And I'll probably release this app if I get enough comments and people saying wanting it. So check it out.